So Alamein to get us underway at the State Football Centre. Difficult conditions, but cool weather for both teams as we're about to get started for this PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria Women's Clash. NTC hosting Alamein. And it's Alamein kicking off over to the right side. Pastor wins possession. Knocked away by Burke. Alamein back to Williams. And all the way back to Hudson. First touch for the keeper. Ball out to the left side for NTC. Pastor with the header down. Battle for possession up against the touchline. Georgopoulos trying to take it away for NTC. In the end, a number of ricochets, and it goes out for an Alamein throw. Pastor knocks the ball out again. NTC's turn to bring the ball back into play. Burke. Bouncing down the line. Williams cutting off the angle. And out for another throw. Wind has subsided briefly. Not really favouring either end of the State Football Centre at the moment. Zajvic on the ball for NTC. Squares it back to Lamb. Now Muldiri through the right side, cutting central. Straight into the challenge of Williams. Lamb. Now McVilly. Long ball to clear. Gadari out of her line. And plays the ball now over to the right side. Ball knocked out for a throw. Lesh plays the ball back to Jackson. 50-50 ball. Lefebvre to Jackson. Little back heel. And the possession is turned over by Alamein. Cooney Cross trying to advance on the Alamein defence. Wants a right-footed shot. It takes a deflection. And NTC are into an early lead. Kyra Cooney Cross's deflected shot, leaving the goalkeeper stranded. And in just the third minute, it's NTC 1, Alamein 0. Possession given away by Alamein, and NTC, with a slice of fortune, able to capitalise. And this understrength NTC team will be buoyed by the opening goal. Alamein, until now, yet to go into their attacking penalty area, but that is quite the start to this one, just 3 minutes in. Alamein, who did have their issues with NTC last year. Restart from the goal kick. Douglas touches it back to Jackson. Now Lesh. Caught in possession by Lamb. Muldiri. McVilly. Alamein trying to break left. Lawson striding onto the ball. Touch a little heavy and running down to the goalkeeper. Lantieri Bartley. Dangerous ball, but found its way to Miocic. Now to Burke on the left. Just the one Burke in the NTC team today. Alice, no Molly. And a push in the back of Kane means an Alamein free kick just inside the attacking half. Jackson to take. Free kick shanked to Imano. And NTC trying to counter. Only one ahead of the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Lamb. Muldiri. McVilly. Lesh comes through, takes possession. Lefebvre through the left side. Lawson chasing. Back to Lefebvre. Only had the ball briefly. Lamb. McVilly surveying the options. Cuts in. Now left-footed ball. Deflecting off Iamano. Running down to the goalkeeper. And Hudson able to collect. Lesh playing the ball in front of Lawson, breaking wide, and the flag is up for offside. Lantieri Bartley. Douglas, caught her in possession, but the ball ran loose. Lamb, veering around Lesh. Iamano, trying to control the ball. Plays it over towards the right side. Runs out for a throw. Lesh. Lefebvre. Quick 1-2 between the duo. Now the through ball. Kane running onto it. Gadari has to come out of the area and does well to clear the lines and get it away. Lawson throws the ball in. Bouncing towards Kane. Trying to wheel onto the shot. Misses the ball. And now it's cleared. Kearney Cross. Deep in her defensive half. Trying to take on Douglas. Ball nicked away. Lantieri Bartley. Kearney Cross once more. Trying for the crossfield ball. And Hudson up at the top of the area, able to hold. Lamb. Lefebvre. Cuts in onto the right foot. Good pass to Pastor. Trying to keep it moving. Interception made. Now Kane. Ran straight into the challenge of Iamano. Lefebvre. Plays it to Lesh. And now a through pass. But again, too close to the keeper. Picked up by Gadari. Ball tumbling up to the halfway line. McVilly. Steps away from Lefebvre. Muldeary keeps it moving. Zajovic. Looking over to the left side, but Jackson caught her in possession, and the referee says a foul. Free kick to NTC. Alamein putting two in the wall, but it is a long way from the target. Georgopoulos and Lamb discussing the options. Georgopoulos rolls it for Lamb, and now a through ball attempted. Lawson comes through to take it away. Lawson. Burke keeps it from Karachi. And now Patricus caught in possession. Kearney Cross breaking through the left side. And Hudson parries the ball but can't keep it out. It's 2-0 to NTC. And Kyra Kearney Cross already has a double. What a start for the kids from NTC. And Alamein will feel shell-shocked in the bad weather as well. NTC have come exploding out of the blocks and now hold a 2-0 advantage. Lawson. Kane. Lefebvre. Douglas. Burke clears. Lefebvre. Deflected ball. Kane. Looking for Lawson. And the flag is up. Offside against Jana Lawson. Miocic out to the left. Burke. Douglas touches the ball down. Here's Kyra Cooney-Cross, already on a hat-trick, just 10 minutes into the game. And now off and roaming and fouled. Free kick to NTC. Georgopoulos to strike the free kick. Hudson underneath it, can't keep it out. It's 3-0 to NTC. An extraordinary start. And Alamein heads still in the dressing room. 12 minutes in, it's NTC 3, Alamein 0. And Felicity Georgopoulos scoring from the free kick. Alamein coming in for a huddle here. And the referee telling them to come back to the centre circle and kick off. I'm not sure they want to. NTC looking dangerous at the moment every time they go forward. And this is going to be one heck of a game from here, you feel. Alamein would have come in expecting a good performance, especially off the back of beating South Melbourne last weekend. And they find themselves 3-0 down. Throw in by Lawson. Header away. Maldieri. Lefebvre. Lawson. Georgopoulos, the most recent scorer. To Cooney-Cross, who won the free kick, so that's 2 goals and an assist already. High ball. McVilly. Breaking from deep. Zajovic is unmarked in the middle. McVilly tries to keep it moving, and Jackson turns it behind for a corner. Well, maybe it's just that sort of weekend. Southern United posting a 5-2 win against Geelong Galaxy earlier today. Here comes the corner. Hudson misses the ball, but it's going to bounce through the area without an NTC touch. McVilly trying to chase it down. Douglas there guarding. McVilly to the byline, and the referee said it went beyond for a goal kick. Hudson restarts play. Lesh traps the ball, but now Lamb coming through. Pastor. Caught in possession by Lantieri Bartley. Zajovic battling Jackson, keeping possession for NTC. Imano shooting from distance, blocked. Now Cooney-Cross on a hat-trick and flashes it just wide. Nearly a 15-minute hat-trick for the youngster from NTC, and Alamein still rattled here, struggling to get out of their defensive half. Goal kick. And bouncing out for a throw. NTC through Alice Burke. In it comes. Bouncing past Iamano. McVilly trying to break through the left side. Jackson and Williams combine. Turn the ball out for an NTC throw on the left. McVilly. Douglas nods it down. Dangerous ball. Patricus clears. Kane unable to find a way past Miocic, and it's out for an Alamein throw. Muldeary able to keep possession. Lamb being challenged by Lesh, able to escape. Now Kelly Lamb through ball. Williams stoops to the header. Lesh keeps it moving to Lawson. Up against the touchline. Assistant referee flagging. And it is going to be NTC ball. Muldeary to Iamano. Series of deflections. Ends up at the feet of Liam Muldeary. Cooney Cross keeps it moving. Lamb trying to play it through the right side. Jackson comes through and hits it long. Lantieri Bartley able to nudge Kane out of the way. Douglas only as far as Burke. Battle in midfield. Patricus plays the pass to Burke. NTC breaking wide to the left. Williams. Back pass, firmly hit. Hudson directing traffic. Runs into the press and able to find a teammate up against the touchline. Williams. Georgopoulos now knocking it to Miocic. Lamb caught in possession. Lesh with the tackle. Now Karachi on the right for Alamein. Looking to launch an attack really for the first time today. Shell-shocked. 3-0 down. Kane back to goal. Keeps it moving. Pastor to Kane. Trying to weave through midfield. Solid challenge coming in from Lantieri Bartley. Won the ball. Left the opponent sprawling. Lawson. Now Lawson looking to use her speed through the left side. Lawson cuts it across and it's a tap in for Kane. Alamein back in business and 3-1 now the score. Flying start. 4 goals in the first 20 minutes of the match, and Kane hurt for her effort in scoring the goal, but I'm sure she'll bounce back up and keep chasing. It's NTC 3, Alamein 1. You had the feeling that Alamein are going to go for broke here, and they would have arrived today expecting to win, finding themselves in a huge hole. Cooney Cross caught in possession. Iamano with the follow-up. Knocked back to Iamano. Zajovic trying to control the ball. Iamano charges through. No power on the volley. And it's held by Hudson. Ball running on. Gadari out of her area. Lawson was lurking. Good clearance from Gadari. Finds Cooney Cross. Wide on the left. And caught in possession. Alamein a chance to break here. Patricus down the right side. Taking her time to load up the cross. Lamb able to control it off the midriff. Back to Karachi. Now Christina Karachi trying to weave through. Burke is there to clear. Alamein midfielders lining up, deciding to go backwards on this occasion though. Williams. And the ball runs under Patricus. Down to Burke. Kane couldn't take the ball away. Alamein pressing up, NTC trying to counter. Iamano keeps it moving. Ball runs under Jackson, but Lefebvre there to stop Zajovic running through on goal. Now Hudson, out to Williams. Touched on by Patricus. Burke with the throw. Douglas shanked it into Jackson. Good header from Lantieri Bartley. Miocic. And that pass out for a throw. Burke brings it in. Headed down by Williams. Pastor. Bouncing ball. Kane is going to will herself into possession here. Use of the body from Lantieri Bartley, and then Miocic with a beautifully executed slide challenge. Never easy on the synthetic. Able to come away with the ball. Gadari. Bouncing clearance. Maldiri watches the ball run out. NTC throw. Jackson with a hit. Throw in for Maldiri. Good touch on by Iamano. Pastor. The clearance only as far as Lantieri Bartley. Lefebvre rising above Iamano. Now Douglas. Pastor. Keeps it moving over to the right side, and it runs beyond Karachi. NTC ball. Burke. Karachi. Pastor runs under the boot of Kane. And now to Gadari. Lantieri Bartley under pressure here. Gadari sold into trouble. Able to get there just in time before Amy Kane could intervene. And in the end, NTC concede a throw. Not a bad result given the trouble they'd played themselves into. Alamein will feel as though if they can score one back now, they will be every chance of levelling this game up before half-time. Throw in from the right. Kane. Cooney Cross able to clear the lines. It's only as far as Jackson. Now Douglas. Lesh. Trying to weave through midfield. Burke is there. Cooney Cross. Kyra knocks it on. Iamano chasing, and Jackson puts it into the construction site. Might be a slight delay waiting for play to get back underway. Burke. Throw in bounces on to Jackson. NTC defenders collide with each other. Ball falls to Lesh, and now Lawson running from very deep. Gadari drawn out of her line and able to get there to clear it out for a throw. Alamein trying to keep the tempo high. Lesh and Lefebvre combining. And a push in the back of Ash Lefebvre. Free kick Alamein. Well, Alamein's best aerial threat, Amy Jackson, not getting forward for this free kick. Lesh to take. Going to try and challenge the goalkeeper direct. It falls at the penalty spot. And now NTC from deep, looking to counter. Cooney cross, long ball. Williams clears it back to Lesh. Now Jackson has to be careful. NTC pressing up, and Zajovic is able to win the ball. Plays it to Iamano, and NTC are on here. Iamano cutting it back. It runs on. Zajovic back to goal. Cooney cross puts it over the bar. And again, NTC able to pressure Alamein, force mistakes, win the ball. And on that occasion, the finish just over the bar. Plenty of instruction coming from Stefan Busso, the NTC coach over on the sidelines. Will really be encouraged by what he's seen so far in the first 25 minutes. Shout of frustration from Hudson on the goal kick. NTC. Cooney cross, battling for possession with Kane. Crossfield ball, Muldeary. Trying to control it on the bounce. Lesh comes in, wins possession away. Alamein trying to move. Important block initially. Lawson looked offside. Matters not. NTC back on the ball. McVilly. Turns away from the challenge of Pastor. Breaking defensively here, Tess McVilly. Perhaps running into a bit of trouble. Lawson challenging, and the end result is a throw-in for Alamein. Lantieri Bartley with the initial header. Lamb volleying on. Georgopoulos. Clearance into the attacking half. Williams. He's going to play the back pass to Hudson. NTC pressing up. It's a shallow clearance. Cooney cross is shooting, but it's been a deflected attempt there and going behind for a corner. Alamein inviting on the pressure here. NTC, since conceding, have had the two best chances to make it 4-1. And now a corner coming up. Taken short. Lamb runs straight into the challenge of Kane. Zajovic shanks it out for a goal kick. And relief for Alamein. Hudson just needs a good steady clearance here. So much of the NTC dominance has been a result of playing themselves into trouble. Composing herself over the goal kick. This one is going to bounce up to halfway. Job done. Kane. Now Pastor, playing it into space. Gadari drawn off her line. No nonsense about the clearance. Jackson rising to win the header. Cooney cross at the fall. And now playing it through the left side. Iamano is going to have to concede on that one as it runs on the synthetic. Out for a goal kick. Game still taking place primarily in Alamein's defensive half. Hudson driving the clearance. Cooney cross cuts it off. Douglas sliced out for an NTC throw. Petrikis takes the throw. And now an NTC ball. Kane breaking down the right side. Wants to cut in. Had her pocket picked by Burke. Karachi blocks the clearance. And now Karachi breaking wide to the right. Trying to cross into the area. And last touch off Alamein. It goes out for a goal kick. Restart from Gadari, tumbling to Pastor. Alamein a chance here. Kane's ball to Lawson. Lawson cuts onto the right, held up, now shooting and scoring. 3-2. Jana Lawson able to put it over Gadari and bring Alamein right back into the match. It's been an action-packed first half, and in the 31st minute, it's NTC 3, Alamein 2. And the momentum now going in Alamein's direction. Kane with a goal and an assist. And Jana Lawson, who has looked dangerous down the left side for Alamein, getting on the score sheet. Kane can't control the ball. Cooney Cross able to roll away from her marker in Patricus and straight into the challenge of Williams. Cleared out for a throw. Burke. Wrestle for possession. Williams. Plays it only as far as Miocic. Half volley into the attacking half for Alamein. Back to Gadari. Ball bouncing into the attacking half. Desperation from Patricus, but can't find a teammate. Zajovic gives the ball back into a 50-50, and McVilly nicks it into the path of Maldiri to go and chase. Ball down the right. Jackson turns away from McVilly to Douglas. Crossfield ball, Karachi. Karachi taking on Burke and able to break past. Karachi away for Alamein and tried to play a cross in. Burke recovered in time to turn it behind for a corner. And now Alamein confident, sending some numbers forward from defence, trying to find an equaliser. Having fallen 3-0 down. Lesh with the corner, tumbling into the near post, cleared away. Ball back out to the corner taker. Lesh nicks it on. Lamb takes the ball. Cooney Cross has Iamano ahead. Playing the pass, Lefebvre able to recover and puts it out for a throw. Play slows down. NTC sizing up the options. Long clearance to bounce down the line. Kane. Taking on Burke. Slight challenge. Puts the ball out for a throw. Patricus. Kane. Playing the ball towards Lawson. Able to win the foot race against Maldiri, but the ball goes beyond the byline and out for a goal kick. Gadari. To Miocic. Has to move it quickly. Curving out for a throw. Patricus throws it down the line. Karachi. And could not keep it in on that occasion. Game slowing down in a bit of a lull at the moment. NTC 3, Alamein 2. And the referee has seen something here. perhaps the ball has a bit of a problem. Not sure exactly what the referee has taken exception to here. Suggest maybe might be something to do with Alice Burke's playing attire. Indeed, I suspect it might be the blood rule. So NTC temporarily down to 10. Imano, deflected pass. Now a free kick going the way of Alamein. Lesh hits the free kick. Landing at the top of the box. Skim header on. Shouts for handball. It falls to Lawson. And Alamein are level. 3-0 down. Back to 3-3. And the shouts for handball quickly forgotten as Jana Lawson scores her second of the match. It was on the cards. Alamein, once they pegged a goal back, the belief increased. And sure enough, they find their way back into the game in just the 37th minute. It's not beyond reasonable to suggest that they might actually be able to overturn the deficit completely before half-time. NTC 3, Alamein 3. Jackson. McVilly. Now Lamb. Playing it through the right side. Zajovic. Crossing the ball. No one from NTC able to connect. Pastor is there to clear. And now breaking for Kane. Gadari out of her line. Slicing it clear. And it runs out for a throw. Last touch off Lantieri Bartley, out for an Alamein corner. Alamein still trying to hurry. There isn't quite the sense of nervousness about their play when they were 3-0 and 3-1 down. Lawson knocking it into the path of Lesh, turned away. Williams keeps the ball in the area, another deflection. And NTC on this occasion able to break out. Cooney Cross hits a long ball to no one in particular. Patricus backtracking. Able to run the ball down. And the pass sent out for a throw. Relief for the NTC. Can't be forgotten that at 3-1 up they had two fantastic chances for 4-1. So it really does feel like there are more goals on the way. Just really a question of which end. And not to be forgotten, NTC were down to 10 when they conceded that third goal as Alice Burke, after being patched up, is waved back on. Georgopoulos. Cooney Cross takes possession. Blocked straight off the boot on this occasion, trying to win the ball back. Lamb. Deflected pass. And now a long ball down the right side. Karachi using her speed. Will get to the ball first. Into the area. Karachi's legged. And the ball runs out for a corner. Alamein staying on the attack. Still 5.5 minutes plus stoppage until half-time. And we've already had 6 goals in the first half. Lesh hits the corner. Kane with the header, sliding across the face and out for a goal kick. Skidari. Goal kick, knocked down. NTC trying to clear from left back. Miocic. Now Georgopoulos. Cooney cross. Breaking into the attacking half. Sliding a ball, looking for McVilly. Hudson sharply out of her line to clear. Kane challenged in the air by Lantieri Bartley. Bouncing ball. And Amy Kane comes up with possession. Cuts central, straight to Kelly Lamb. Lamb being held. Foul going NTC's way. And the referees just talking to Williams here, who seems to be struggling. No need to call the trainer. Crossfield pass for NTC. Muldeary looks wide. Can't find McVilly. Out for a throw. Lesh touches it back to Lefebvre. Ball bouncing to the halfway line. All NTC. Miocic. Touch into the path of Karachi. Back pass to Williams. Able to deal with the bouncing ball. Solid header coming through from Jackson. Only as far as Georgopoulos. Breaking out to the right. Lefebvre winning the foot race against McVilly. Clearing it down the line. Able to find Lawson. And the ball runs out for a throw. Iamano, fouled by Douglas. NTC generally look to play these free kicks short. Lamb at the moment, not too many options, but does find Iamano. Ducking back and forth, but unable to keep the ball. Douglas. Patricus. Skims off Burke, and now Karachi, a free run at the ball. Can she get there before the line? She does. Cuts back in. Karachi. Now Patricus. Patricus loads up across, deflected. Cleared away by Lamb. And now knotted on. Cooney cross. Lost the ball under her feet. Now a long pass. Douglas. Lesh. Plays it out to Patricus. Long down the line this time. Kane making a run. And at the byline, Kane able to win a corner. .90 seconds of regulation to go in the first half. Alamein still trying to take the lead, having fallen 3-0 down. Lesh hits the corner to the near post. Header on by Burke and puts it back out for another corner. Lesh, take two from the corner. This one looking for Lawson, tumbling on through the penalty area. Douglas at the far post, curving it. Off the post and in. Alamein do take the lead before half-time. And Caitlin Douglas makes it 4-3. An extraordinary first half of football. Alamein falling 3-0 down, only to come back and lead before the break. Caitlin Douglas makes it Alamein 4, NTC 3. And referee Ali Manjan just having a word to the fourth official. 7 goals in the first half. We've ticked up to the 45-minute mark on the dot. How much more will there be before the break? Lantieri Bartley to McVilly. Pastor. Ball goes out. Muldeary takes the throw. Lefebvre, header into the path of Pastor. Now Lesh. Trying to turn onto that preferred left foot. Kane. Can't keep possession. Lamb. Georgopoulos straight back to Lesh. Plays the ball over to the right side. Headed away by Burke. Now Patricus. Burke with a header. Out for a throw. Throw in by Patricus. Karachi trying to roll Burke. At the byline. Jinx back in. Corner not the worst result for Alamein if they can win one, but it's out for a throw. Lawson taking her time over the throw, now hurling it in. Ball bouncing on, it's all NTC. Miocic a high clearance. And this one hits the touchline and out it goes. Relief again for NTC. Doesn't feel quite like they're under the pump. They just happen to have conceded 4 goals and you feel like there could be plenty more on the way in the second half. Steady rain continuing to fall. Lawson bouncing ball. And the referee's seen enough, half-time. And you have to wonder what more could be in store. NTC 3-0 up. Alamein coming back to lead 4-3 by the half-time break. It has been back underway at the start of the second half. And it's really hard to predict where this game is going to go. Currently, Alamein 4, NTC 3. And an early foul going the way of NTC's Kelly Lamb. Douglas breaking through midfield, shooting, trying for the element of surprise, and Gadari, even though she was out of her line, able to hold the ball. A 5th goal, and you feel like it might be one-way traffic through the second half for NTC, but as long as it's only a 1-goal margin, NTC every chance of coming back into the game. And this young woman, a big part of it, Cooney Cross. Veering central, able to ride the challenge of Williams. Now Muldeary. Back to Kyra, stepping around Jackson, caught in possession though by the backtracking Pastor. Lantieri Bartley, ball down the line, out it goes.
It's always a challenge, but that's what we hit.
Kane. 1 goal in the first half. Lawson on a hat-trick of her own. Unable to keep the ball in. Out it rolls. Throwing coming up for Leah Muldeary. Georgopoulos shouts for handball. Referee lets them play. Kane trying to break through midfield challenges. Ball deflected to Patricus. And now Cooney Cross. Turns onto her right foot. Patricus harassing. Georgopoulos a quick 1-2. Cooney Cross able to keep the ball at her feet. And now a long ball skimming off the synthetic surface. And Hudson able to make the hold. So speculative shots on target from both teams to start the second half, but the score remains Alamein 4, NTC 3. Pastor. Kane trying to hold the ball up into the challenge of Miocic. Ball stays in. Miocic continues to challenge Williams. Bouncing into the path of Muldeary. Pass straight to Jackson. Scoops the ball out to the left. Lefebvre is there. Cuts away from McVilly. Now intercepted by Muldeary. Lantieri Bartley out to the right. Can't connect with a teammate though. Out it goes. Ball cleared from the centre of defence. Zajovic back to goal for NTC. McVilly plays it central. We've got an injured player down for NTC. Pastor out to the right. Karachi to the shouts of put it out. Eventually it does cross the line. And Claudia Miocic, who seems to be favouring her right knee, speaking to the referee. Couple of NTC players running along the sideline, but no change and no need for the trainer to come out. NTC will give the ball back to Alamein here. And it bounces down to the halfway line, and it's a live ball once again. Williams. Pastor. Ball over the top down the right, and a high clearance away. Ball into the area, knotted down. NTC able to deal with the danger. Georgopoulos to Williams. Lesh trying to protect the ball in midfield. Plays it back to Williams. Now Patricus on the right. Into the path of Kane. Wheeling around and sending the ball over to the left. Lefebvre. Lawson with a ricochet off Muldeary. Keeping the ball at her feet. Jana Lawson for her hat-trick. Loads up. Puts it over the bar. It dipped late. But she remains a danger to this NTC team. The left winger for Alamein. Restart from Gadari. Clearance is going to break right. Muldeary running into a 1-on-2. Lefebvre charging through. Knocks the ball out in front. And coming across, Lantieri Bartley able to take it away. Muldeary, Lantieri Bartley caught in possession. Able to wrestle it back. And now NTC at the feet of Kelly Lamb. Steadying. Lantieri Bartley, long ball. Cooney Cross challenges Patricus and now nicks through, able to get it away from Williams, and it's 2-on-2. Cooney Cross to the top of the area, shooting, and that is her hat-trick. Sensational from Kyra Cooney Cross. NTC level it back up 4-4. And when the ball broke, there was only going to be one outcome, a 2-on-1, and Cooney Cross decided to go her own way, buried the finish. What a game we are witnessing at the moment. NTC score first in the second half. And it's all back up for grabs. NTC 4, Alamein 4. Ball down the left. Alamein wanting to retake the lead. Kane. Sliced by Georgopoulos. And the end result is a corner. It rippled the side netting there, and for a moment, all the spectators on our broadcast side of the ground might have been deceived, but no celebrating Alamein players to accompany it. And their search for a fifth goal goes back to a set piece. Corner struck high to the far post. Jackson with the header, and it runs long. NTC be warned, though, they won't want to let Amy Jackson get another free header in the box as this match progresses. Restart out to right back. Maldiri. Flash of lightning in the background. Iamano trying to take on Lefebvre. Teammates last year. Adversaries this season. Lefebvre able to win a throw. Lesh challenging McVilly for the ball. Assistant referee saying it went beyond the line. Out for an NTC throw. Lawson using her pace, striding away from the NTC defenders. Jana Lawson skipping into the area and turned behind for a corner. You can see her track and field background, Jana Lawson there, able to burn away from the NTC team. It's not too often you see players able to outrun them like that. First sub of the game coming up for either team. Tess McVilly's evening is over. And NTC, looks like they're bringing on Alana Janchevsky, the number 25. Only 14 years old, Janchevsky, an attacking player. Let's see what she can do. Has to defend a corner first. In it comes. Good header by Burke. Running out to Cooney Cross. Hits the ball high. Burke following it out. Courageous work and able to win an NTC throw. Douglas wins the header. Kane on the deck. Sends it left. Maldiri clears it away. Jackson. Lefebvre. First touch a good one. Lesh. This pass though straight to Lantieri Bartley of NTC. Janchevsky. First touch in the game. Lays it over to Lamb. Miocic. Now the ball to the centre of defence. Exchange between the two centre-backs. Iamano challenged by Douglas. Yet to see a booking in the game. Caitlin Douglas has committed a couple of fairly innocuous fouls, but the referee really saying nothing too vicious out there so far. The pass selling Burke into a bit of trouble, but Karachi's clearance knocks it out for a throw. Burke throws it in. Battle for the ball. Kane suffered a blow. Cooney Cross comes away with possession. Square ball. Maldiri keeps it moving. Lamb. Back to Lantieri Bartley. And now over to the right. Janchevsky sprinting. Has Lesh in pursuit. Janchevsky cuts in. Top of the area. Decides to have a shot. Janchevsky. And puts it over the bar. Not sure how many Alamein players know that she is a left footer there, even though she's playing over on the right. Seems pretty happy to show her onto that foot. Maybe now they'll be wiser for that experience. Hudson boots the ball out. Quick 1-2. Goalkeeper now clearing her lines. Burke throws it in. Jackson, header away. Kane, deflected to Lamb. Plays it back to the goalkeeper. Gadari. Can't connect with Burke. Alamein ball. Game in the balance at the moment. NTC the most recent to score, but Alamein trying to work their way back on top in general play. Lamb, pass straight to Jackson. Now Williams has to be careful. NTC pressing in earnest. Douglas, Pastor, over the top. Cleared away by Lantieri Bartley. And Karachi unable to keep it in. Throwing on the right, Cooney Cross. Trying to weave her way out of trouble for NTC. Alamein midfielders lining up to challenge. Burke helps out. Now Georgopoulos, deflected off Douglas, 50-50 ball. It runs on to Janchevsky, trying to escape. Zajovic is there, but Lefebvre able to control the ball. Pastor out to the right. Patrikas keeps it moving. Kane. Almost left it behind. Amy Kane. Now Caitlin Douglas. Chance for Alamein, and Douglas bends it just wide of the left-hand post. Some coming up here for Alamein. Got to say, it's a little bit surprising. I thought Anita Lesh was one of their better players in the first half, but coach Sinisa Koadzic feeling differently and has decided to bring on Joey Cartwright. Straight swap in midfield. Gadari restarts play. And deflecting off an Alamein player. Patrikas getting the last touch. Burke. Douglas wins the header. Cartwright, first involvement, challenging Lamb, can't win the ball. Pastor with a deflection, and now Kane breaking through. Amy Kane shooting at Gadari, parries the chance, and it's turned behind for a corner. Safety first from the back-tracking Georgopoulos. Amy Kane, who scored the first of Alamein's 4 goals, coming close there to a second. Corner coming up for Pastor. This one tumbling to Douglas, edge of the box. Attack still alive for Alamein, and it lands on the roof of the net. Caitlin Douglas, who did put Alamein into a 4-3 lead. They only held it for the half-time break and then a couple of minutes of the second half. Back level now at 4-4. Georgopoulos to Lamb. Maldiri, dispossessed. Pastor down the left side. And the referee has taken exception to something said on the NTC bench here. Stefan Busso and the referee Ali Manjan having a conversation. Busso allowed to stay in his technical area, so perhaps just a message to call it. Play continues. Throw in. Zajovic trying to keep possession. Play down the right. Janchevsky. Alamein now through Kane. Still Kane. Shooting from distance. And Gadari spills the parry, but able to go out and pick up the ball. No one following it in for Alamein. Sienna Gadari thrown in the deep end by a back injury to Teresa Morrissey. Might have been forgiven for thinking she was returning to being the number one for the junior NTC team, but finds herself back in the senior match again this evening. Muldeary. Clearance by Pastor, only as far as Lantieri Bartley. And NTC bringing on Leah Varley here. She's going to be replacing Alice Burke. So whether or not that is a straight swap, it's the end of the evening for Alina Zajovic as well. Double change for NTC. In fact, the 6 was the wrong way round. It wasn't a 9, it was a 6. So Felicity Georgopoulos comes off and Neve McClure comes on. And Alina Zajovic remains up top for the NTC attack. Ball goes out. So repeating the changes, Varley on for the left back, Alice Burke. That looks like a straight swap. And Neve McClure into central midfield, replacing Felicity Georgopoulos. Ball out for a throw over on the right. Janchevski brings the ball down. Taken away by Pastor. First touch for McClure. Back to the centre of defence. Miocic plays it to Varley. First touch off the bench for the young sub. Varley plays it to Cooney Cross. Back into the centre. Zajovic has to chase. Jackson able to muscle her way through. Now Leah Varley. And Douglas's clearance there. Too hot to handle for Karachi as it runs out for an NTC throw. Varley, long throw, bouncing towards the halfway line. Jackson, bouncing ball, and Gadari able to come out and collect. Ticked up to the 65-minute mark now, still 4-4. Game has perhaps been in its flattest patch of the entire evening here, almost to the point where you feel like the next one could be the winner, rather than a whole lot more on the way. Miocic to Cooney Cross. Able to sneak away from Patrikas, who's trying to cling on and gives away the foul. Free kick coming up for NTC. They take it backwards, but Lantieri Bartley advancing. And the ball is nicked away from Muldeary by Lawson. And that is one reason the game perhaps has just died down a little bit. Jana Lawson hasn't been quite as involved as the first half. She really did look like Alamein's main avenue to goal. Ball knocked out for an Alamein throw over on the left. Lefebvre. Lamb. Iamano. Janchevski. Cuts in, driving a low shot into the side netting. And Alana Janchevski, just that ever-present threat to goal. Already has one for the senior NTC this season. That came in a 7-2 defeat to the Bulleen Lions. Goal kick coming up for Hudson. Sends it high. Patrikas sets herself over her head. Cooney Cross nicks it on. Williams, no nonsense clearance. Kane leaves it for Cartwright. Closed upon by the NTC midfield. Janchevski knocks it to McClure. And now the long back pass to Gadari. Has to move it on quickly. Alamein pressing up in numbers. Douglas now threading it through the right side. Karachi, Varley in pursuit. And Karachi ended up getting the final touch as it goes long for a goal kick. Plenty of movement before the goal kick by Gadari. Lefebvre won the header. Pastor hooks it out to the right. Varley cuts off the angle. Has a decision to make here. Bends out towards left back. And now being penned in by the Alamein press. But Patricus can't control the ball. And it's relief for NTC as the ball runs out. Patricus wins the header. Cartwright. Crossfield ball. Ricochet into Lamb's path. Iamano tried to go through Cartwright. Couldn't do so. Joey Cartwright now. Douglas. Sends it through the right side, but the pass a little too narrow for Karachi and runs long for a goal kick. Danger here for NTC. Miocic caught in possession. Kane at the byline. Puts it into the side netting. Had Lawson advancing at the back post, but tried to catch out Gadari at the front stick. Couldn't do so. NTC's turn perhaps to play themselves into trouble coming out from the back. Plenty of instruction coming from Stefan Busso on the NTC bench. Goal kick, this one gets a bit more distance. A solid header by Pastor. And it will run back to Gadari, who slides in to take the ball. Booted high out to the right. Muldiri trying to volley it on. Lefebvre. Now Jackson. Lawson. Unable to keep possession. Out for an NTC throw. Tick up to the 70-minute mark now. Still 4-4. Williams. Clears into the airspace of Lantieri Bartley. Janchevsky. Square ball. Varley takes possession, has to be careful with Karachi lurking, turns and plays it back to Gadari. Oh, and it's a disaster for NTC. Alamein into a 5-4 lead. And that has really rattled the confidence of the NTC team there. Alamein take the lead, not the way they would have expected. And it has to go down as an own goal to Leah Varley, in spite of the miss there by the goalkeeper Gadari. A gift for Alamein. Perhaps now they can capitalise and go on with the job. They lead at 5-4 with just under 15 minutes to go. NTC will load up and go again. Hudson rolls the ball out to the left. Jackson. Lawson flicking it only as far as Lantieri Bartley. Bouncing ball. Varley wins the header. Cooney Cross trying to control the bouncing ball. And now dashing through the centre. Slides a pass. Was looking for Iamano, but it runs long down to Hudson. Muldeary. Up and under header. Lawson comes in to contest. And now into the path of Amy Kane. Lantieri Bartley gets it out to the right. Muldeary. Pass picks out Amy Jackson though. Ball back to the left side. Kane chests it down. Cleared away by Muldeary. Iamano controlling the high ball. McClure steers it back to Miocic. Miocic from the halfway line, playing the ball, looking for Varley, but it just has too much on it and runs out for a throw at right back for Alamein. Now a change coming up for Alamein. It's Amy Kane, the player who scored the first goal in their comeback from 3-0 down, being replaced by Rhea Schroeder. Bit of a surprise she wasn't in the starting 11 tonight, given her performance against South Melbourne the previous week, but Schroeder now coming on with just over 10 minutes to go, trying to make an impact here. Cooney Cross. McClure. Back to Cooney Cross. In close corners, down on the line. Varley. Ball into open space. Schroeder, first touch. Breaking right. Karachi tried to nick the ball away and does. Succeeds in taking it off McClure. Karachi running at the NTC defence. Through the right side of the box. Leaves it for Lawson and the flag is up. Lawson was in an offside position. Miocic, Karachi trying to steal the ball away again. Williams. Off the shoulder of Schroeder. Iamano keeping the ball at her feet and space to roam. Douglas back challenging and able to dispossess. Now a 50-50 ball. Pastor able to get there ahead of McClure. Plays it to Patricus. Long ball down the right. Pastor continuing the run. NTC trying to cut off the angle and they do. Miocic puts it down the hill. "15 minutes to go plus stoppage. Alamein 5, NTC 4. Lawson. And turned behind for a corner by Miocic. Pastor over the corner. Hits it high to the top of the area. Header from a long way out and it runs harmlessly out for an own. Gadari restarts play with the goal kick. Zajovic controls the ball. Lamb. Muldeary. Janchevsky. Intercepted by Williams. And now Lawson trying to break through, but Miocic is there to clear it away. Muldeary stops it going out and plays the ball into Schroeder to win a throw. Foul going Alamein's way. Alamein leaving their back four in place on this free kick. Not pressing too many numbers forward. Jackson eventually decides to venture up to the edge of the box. Douglas hits the free kick. Deflection off Iamano, and now a header. Gadari with a parry, and it's cleared out of the 6-yard area. Iamano able to save the day and put it out for a throw. Throw in. Varley with the foul and a penalty paid. Joey Cartwright knocked over. And this is the chance for Alamein to take a 2-goal lead and perhaps put this game out of NTC's reach. Mariel Pastor wasting no time at all, putting the ball on the spot. Gadari, can she make a save to keep NTC within a goal? It's Pastor from the penalty spot, and it's 6-4 to Alamein. And for the first time tonight, Alamein might actually start to feel a little bit comfortable in the ascendancy. A fairly innocuous shove. Penalty was paid with little protest from the NTC defenders. And in the 80th minute, Pastor's penalty makes it Alamein 6, NTC 4. Iamano fouled almost immediately from kickoff by the goal scorer. Lanteri Bartley sends it out to the right. Maldiri, bustling run, touched on by McClure, and it goes out for a goal kick. Hudson restarts play. Janchevsky, up and under header. Volleyed clear by Douglas. Lawson chasing. Varley trying to control the ball and turns it out for a throw in the end. And now Jenna Lawson's evening comes to an end. Subbed out for Kelsey Minton, who has played the role of fresh leg super sub for Alamein in recent weeks. Striker coming up from State League 1 last year. Maybe she can add her name to the score sheet. 6-4 the current score. Alamein perhaps hunting for more goals. Lamb. Zajovic caught in possession. And the ball knocked out for a throw. NTC not playing with quite the same level of belief as the first half at the moment. A couple of deflating goals seem to have just knocked the confidence out of them. Zajovic. Now Maldiri. Schroeder able to win the ball, but given away. Lamb. Deflected off Iamano. Jackson sends the ball out for a throw. NTC ball just inside the attacking half. Headed away by Lefebvre. Now Schroeder. Only as far as Maldiri. Cooney cross. Down the right flank now. Runs into the challenge. And ultimately the decision is an NTC throw over on the right side. Amy Jackson there giving Cooney Cross a pat on the back. The two were Melbourne City teammates over summer. Throw in. Cooney Cross back up in a 1-on-2 in the corner. Able to come away with the ball. Turns onto her left foot. Hudson scrambling. And with a deflection, the ball does go out for an NTC corner. If they can peg one back here, it will set up a nervous finish for Alamein, who really made heavy weather of their win against South Melbourne last week. Nearly conceded twice in the last couple of minutes. So anything's possible if NTC can peg one back here. One of the issues is they don't have a ball. Here comes the corner for NTC. High to the near post. Falls in the area. Janchevsky with a volley. Oh, what a goal! Alana Janchevsky, sensational technique. Able to volley it in, and NTC are back in it. It is 6-5 here at the State Football Centre. What a match we are bearing witness to at the moment. And that goal might be the best of the lot. Alana Janchevsky volleyed it up over the shoulder and able to beat Erin Hudson. What a talent. 14 years old. Only had her birthday earlier this year in March. Hard to believe that this young player is able to match it against senior women and do things like that. What a sensational goal. And even if they lose tonight, NTC, they will at least leave knowing that they have given a pretty good account of themselves in an attacking sense. Ball bouncing down the right. And Jackson puts it out. Still plenty of time to go. Only ticking up into the 85th minute now. Perhaps seems fitting that there are more twists and more goals on the way. 11 of them having already hit the back of the net. Seems silly to say, but you'd think a seventh for Alamein would surely do it. Schroeder. Caught in possession. Cooney cross. Ball bouncing down to Hudson. And now Minton. Saved by Gadari. Able to block the shot away. Kelsey Minton breaking through the left, had the chance there, and NTC trying to counter. Pastor, her penalty kick now the match-winning goal as things currently stand. Ball on the right. NTC have to be careful, playing themselves into trouble. And the foul paid against Lefebvre. Ball goes out for a throw. Alamein not engaging too many time-wasting tactics, but we are up to the 87th minute, so perhaps now they will start to wind the clock when the ball goes out of play. In the meantime, they're pursuing a seventh. Back pass from Muldiri. Gadari able to deal with it. Boots it high and long. Lefebvre knocks it only as far as Muldiri. Now McClure. Back to Varley. Leavarli into the attacking half. Taking on Karachi. And the ball rolls out for a throw. Bouncing ball. Varley. Caught in possession by Karachi. Has to break back though. Cartwright. Pastor. Through the right side. And too much on the ball. Minton watches it roll out for a corner. Some discussion about taking the corner short, but shouts from the bench saying put it in. Corner taken short, offside. So they get the the worst of both. They don't get to attack and they don't get to waste any time off the clock. NTC ball, but they're as far away as possible from the goal they're attacking as we tick into the 89th minute. Possession given to Karachi, but McClure able to recover. Ball went beyond the touchline. Alamein throw. Patricus. Cartwright. Patricus. Battle in the air. And it's an NTC throw. 90 seconds of regulation to go. Be interesting to see how much the fourth official adds on. Varley trying to load up for a long ball. Almost got caught. Able to get it to Miocic, and now NTC on the attack down the left side, but too much on it for Janchevsky as the ball runs out in the corner. Opportunity for NTC to try and trap Alamein in. And a foul by Janchevsky. Free kick for Alamein as we tick into the last minute of regulation. Fourth official currently flipping over the numbers to make a sub for Alamein. So they're going to try and wind a few more seconds off the clock. In the meantime, Lantieri Bartley on the ball. Iamano fouled by Douglas. NTC free kick on halfway. And the sub now will go through. Maria Patricus coming off to be replaced by Mariana Anthony. And Anthony, a defender, replaces Patricus. I suspect that'll be a like-for-like swap over at right back as they stand underneath an NTC free kick as the game ticks into stoppage time. Varley's free kick. Up and under header from Jackson. Bouncing ball. And foul by Lantieri Bartley. Fourth official saying there will be 3 minutes of stoppage, of which we've already played 25 seconds. Alamein holding on to a 6-5 lead. Possession given away. Only briefly, though. Lefebvre recovers. Douglas. Back to Jackson. Up and under ball. Cartwright. Can't take possession. Varley. Turning out to the left. And now Janchevsky leaves the ball. Williams comes through. Clearance headed down. Alamein possession. Karachi can't control the ball. We've had 1 minute of 3 stoppage. Janchevsky, flick header on. And the foul paid. NTC with the chance to go forward again. And they're committing numbers forward here, as you would expect. Can Alamein hold out? 90 seconds of the allocated 3 minutes to go. Varley boots the free kick to the edge of the box, and it's sliced behind for a corner. So they will get an opportunity here, NTC, to try and find the equaliser at the end of the night. All hands on deck for Alamein. Here comes the corner, high to the back post. It falls in the area. And the referee's seen a handball there against an NTC player. It's going to be an Alamein restart, and that might just do it. There's 40 seconds of the allocated 3 minutes to go. Hudson plays the ball over to the left. Lefebvre hits it long. Lantieri Bartley heads it down. One last chance maybe for NTC. Lamb. Lantieri Bartley, Cooney cross, Iamano, fouled, and a free kick, so they will get one last chance. Stoppage time about to expire. Alamein holding on to a 6-5 lead. NTC trying to score the equaliser at the end of the night. Leavali to take the free kick. Strikes it into the area. Solid defensive header away from Jackson, and that will do it. Alamein, in one of the matches of the season, able to prevail 6-5. They fell 3-0 down. It took a 4-3 lead. Thought they'd won it at 6-4. And it was still a nervous finish as NTC pressed to the end. But the full-time score in PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria from Darebin International Sports Centre this evening is Alamein 6, Senior NTC 5.